piece. I be trying to put you together all the time, and I don't know what's going on. But listen, though. As far as entrepreneurship, with trading, I would say we definitely always learn something new. You was like, we always going to be learning something new.
You're always a student. And if you ever stop learning, then you stop growing. You stop being successful. And, I would be a bunch. Jay, what's going on, dog?
Right, Christian, making me nervous.
Issue.
Boo-boo. Boo-boo can't put his phone on there.
I was trying to do something.
I was trying to post those.
This dude's a little something.
Yeah.
Silly.
A little something.
So what steps did you or what do you have available now? Let's talk about our businesses. Let's talk about what it is.
Our businesses?
About how to do it. Let's talk about what it is and how you really did it. Because people give hypotheticals all the time. And like I say all the time, my A to Z will not, the A to Z that worked for me doesn't necessarily mean that same A to Z will work for you. But in terms of just having a conversation about it, what A to Z plan did you take to get where you are, to get to do what you're doing now?
Well, me, I would definitely say being coachable is what got me this far, because I had a lot of different mentors in the beginning as far as starting with Forex and just trying to build my business. So being coachable is what got me, listening to others who have already been there and done that and failed and succeeded and stuff like that. So just being able to listen to what they telling me to do and not do the same that they did, and being able to take that information and apply it to teaching others, it just goes a long way. Like I tell my team all the time, if you're not going to be coachable, then you're pretty much useless, because if I'm telling you something that worked, it might not work exactly for you.
I say
but it's worked for most.
I say take people's. I can't even tell y'all to do it, but I say that I take people's advice with a grain of salt, because you never know if they're well-intentioned or mal-intentioned. You never know if it's really meant for you, really something that you need to do, or something that you don't really need to do, or it's all about, do I really want to take that risk? Is it going to work for me the same way that it works for you? But it, like you said, it also requires you to listen, because it's not hard, or it can be, but it's not always hard to know when something don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Or something is just not applicable to you. But you don't have to talk about what you're doing all the time in order to, get that support you feel like you need, right? Because I feel like people talk about, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, and they want to seek out, advice and help, but you can do that without having to talk about all your stuff. I think personally, I'm a very discreet, or I try to be a very discreet person. So if I ever need to talk to somebody about something, I'm always going to go to one person, right? So that way I don't have to remember, did I already tell you this, or do you already know that? And my thoughts aren't scattered, because I know what I know, you know what you know, and we on the same page.
That's funny you said that, because I read something that my wife and Sherry said that everybody needs that one fit buddy.
Right. Yeah, I saw that too.
That's crazy you just said that.
That's so real though.
Yeah, we was talking about that earlier. She was like, at least I have one friend for the rest of my life.
I know. Yeah.
I was like, one?
For real.
Yeah,
it's gonna be lonely.
Buddy. I ain't never a vent buddy.
Jay, I feel like I'm Jay's vent buddy. When he calls me, we be on the phone for hours, and he just be talking.
That's so funny.
Kids in the background.
Right.
He over there humming to his food. Everything, it just be a whole conversation.
So
of course. I feel straight with
we
you.
We vent buddies.
I can talk to you, tell you anything. But I can still tell my wife anything too. But at
definitely.
I can vent about a lot of stuff.
Definitely. Yeah, it's good to have somebody there that you can always count on and just listen to you, and not always have to, like you said earlier, a lot of people that don't listen, they just be waiting to reply. I don't need you to reply right now. I just need you to listen. And then, when I'm needing you to reply, I'll let you know. And I ask you what advice I need, then I'm ready for you. But
right.
Until then, just listen, hear me out.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jay, what steps did you take to get to where you are now?
As an entrepreneur.
I
took some big steps.
How was your journey? Tell them what your journey was. See, we're a little younger than you.
My wife was mad at me when I took this Forex journey. She was a little mad.
She was mad?
Yeah, she was a little mad.
What?
Why was she
mad?
Because
at the beginning, you know, you got to start at the bottom. You got to learn like on demo account.
Right.
So I was learning on demo account. And
have you already? Were you still working at that point?
yeah.
Okay.
I was teaching myself.
Okay.
And I was still learning and teaching myself and staying up all hours of the night, and like I was helping. I was there, but I wasn't. It was like when I could sleep, I'll just go to sleep. But at the same time, wife was like, "You ain't making real money. All that is demo money, play money." And I kept telling her, "There's a bigger picture. Just let me do what I do. There's a bigger picture." So it went on like that for like 3 months, and she was getting fed up, which happens. You know what I'm saying? Your wife get fed up with everything.
But it's good that you believed in it so much that you kept going, though.
Yeah, I kept going. I wanted to stop, and I did stop. Like at one point, I was like, I didn't think I was gonna get it because I was doing stuff right.
Yeah.
But it was still coming out wrong.
Yeah, I lost all my trades.
Yeah,
this
but
week.
Or yesterday, matter of fact.
Yesterday.
but stuff it's like
Tuesdays are terrible.
If you stop, then you'll never know what could have
Right,
been the future,
right,
you know what I'm
definitely,
saying? So,
definitely.
I just kept pushing, and then I finally started getting it real good on the demo account, and then I was just telling my wife that I want to do it. I want to go ahead and put some money in it, and we both like, well, what money? We ain't got no money to put in there. So this one day, the credit card came in the mail, and it was like, you have an $800 limit. I threw it on there without her knowing. And then after that, it was crazy. Like I was trading like it was my demo money still, but my wife didn't know, and I was trading and making this money. In like 3 days, I made $8,900 off this $800. And she was like, "Oh, too bad it's demo money." And then when she said that, that's when I had to go ahead and spill the beans. I was like, "Babe, this ain't demo money." She's like, "What do you mean ain't demo money?"
Where you get that money from, boy?
I was
Right.
like, "It ain't demo money." I was like, "Well, see, what had happened was last week a card came in the mail, so I just went on and activated it and started a live account." She's like, "What? And we could have used that money for something?" I was like, "But
We got $8,900 in it.
Right.
So after she saw that, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. We went on vacation right after that anyway. We went on a cruise,
Oh, wow.
and we was down in Florida for a week before we went on the cruise. Took the kids on the cruise. And then, not took the kids on the cruise. We took the kids down to Disney World and all that stuff, and kicked it down there in Daytona. And then we drove them all the way back here home. And then we flew down to Fort Lauderdale and took our cruise.
Okay.
And then we had a serious discussion on the cruise boat, talking about money and all this stuff. And that's when she was like, "Yeah, you don't need to work. Go ahead and do that." So it went on from there. And that was it. That was the start of the Forex thing.
That's cool. That's real cool.
And it's just been going and going. Big things happening.
Hey.
Definitely, because it just seems like you just took off with it because you just invested so much time into it. So it boils down to, if you don't give up, then you can't fail.
My question is, like, I know you spent a lot of time, like, studying, but what did you study? Because, you know, the market is only open so long. The sessions only last so long. Like, how did you learn what you learned, I guess?
I learned and studied from, like, multiple people. It's like if you try and search for it yourself, people aren't going to give you the whole thing.
Right.
They going to give you bits and pieces of it. Mm-hmm. Bits and pieces.
Pips and pieces.
I said pips. See, I got pips on my mind. Pips on my mind. Pips on my mind. But like I said, bits and pieces of it. So as I was learning that, people are only giving me bits and pieces, so I just kept watching different people, and then like I started saving stuff and writing down notes, and I was putting it all together, and next thing you know, it was like, boom, here it is. I just need to go ahead and put it together and do my thing. So that's what I did.
That's cool.
Did my thing.
I'm inspired.
Definitely. So what do you feel like is going to be your journey with the whole Forex thing? Like, you're very new to it, and we've been, like, in it for a year, 2 years, however much long, Jay's been in. So what do you feel like your journey is going to be?
I'm just now starting to get the hang of it. But like I said, I lost all my trades yesterday, so I was like, listen, I think I got myself messed up, okay? And so I just, like, quit for the day because I was getting mad. Really what happened was, I know people always say don't revenge trade, and that's kind of what I was doing. Basically, I said, like, the day before, what was it, Sunday, I guess? Mm-hmm. Like, I made a trade to go, and I made double of what my goal was. But then I ended up losing one of my trades lost, and so I was like, okay, well, I just gotta make up the money that I lost in this trade and then make my goal for today. And it just did not work out like that.
Yeah, so you was over traded and revenge trading, because after you made your goal, you should have stopped instead of doubling your goal.
No, I'm talking about the next day.
I know, but I'm saying once you hit your goal, you stop. You know.
I did. I stopped for that.
No, you doubled your goal. I seen you. Your goal was.
But no, that's because I just made it in that trade. Like, it wasn't like.
I got you. Yeah. But as far as trading, you feel like you're gonna see more progress. You're like, what do you feel like is gonna be the journey?
As far as entrepreneur wise, like as far as on the networking side of the company, like. That's just what it is. Like I said, it's networking. I'm just getting more comfortable with networking with people about Forex. And that carries over into other things, because I know I've said it a million times, but I do a million things. But I always try to find how they relate or how they overlap so that I can just get better from one thing to the next.
Definitely. I can see you as a Forex educator one day, because teaching is just...
It's my thing.
It's your thing. So, like, teaching others
is my calling. Teaching is my calling.
Helpful for you, especially with Forex. Like, being able to teach somebody how to make money, it's going to be a really, really good feeling.
And I didn't understand. Like, at first, I used to be like, why do y'all want people to sign up so bad? Like, it's just not that serious to me, like, at all. Like, if you say that you don't need people to sign up, then don't. Like, if they say no, then just leave them alone. But, like, now that I'm making money in the market, it's different, because I'm like, listen, but you don't understand. Like,
but y'all understand we are getting this money. You need to be trading.
Right.
You should be trading.
So it's different.
The foreign exchange market would change your life, man. It changes your values and your views on certain things. Like, it's more than just the money, like the impact and just starting to be able to be connected with some family oriented person.
If you're not that kind of person, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, like, I am the kind of person, I love the impact and all of that, but if you like an egotistical person, it's still good for you, okay? Because I feel so elite when other people don't trade, and people be like, well, what is trading? How do you trade? What do you trade?
Because
and I be like, oh, you don't know.
when there's 7.7 billion people in the world and only 3% of the world know about it, it's going to be like that. So it's going to be like a foreign language to people. They like, what's that? What you doing? You making money from your cell phone? That's not true. How you doing that? That's a scam. But listen, they just sleep. They don't know. They stuck on themselves.
Right. I think a good way to not miss opportunities is to be patient and be persistent and be consistent.
Hey, definitely being consistent is key. Like, that's how I built my like, my people, my team and stuff like that. Just being consistent and them seeing my growth and them wanting to be a part of that growth. Just staying consistent, lives and Instagram, Facebook, posting, stuff like that. So it's definitely something that comes along with the journey of growing. Just being consistent. Like, consistency is key. So I feel like with your trading, it's new to you, so it's in the beginning, and sometimes you get a little frustrated and stuff like that. But
I just don't like people, or I guess just you. I guess it just gets on my nerves when you talk to me about it, because I already don't want you to tell me what to do. So this is just another thing you can tell me what to do, and I just be like, no, I'll talk to somebody else. I be wanting to call Jay for real.
You can call Jay.
I be like, I don't want you to tell me nothing.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but at the end of the day,
because I'm gonna tell you the same thing.
The thing is, her acting like that is why she's not progressing, because she wants to try to do it on her own, and it don't work that way.
Well, Jay did it by himself.
Okay, but Jay's different.
Well, I'm different.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask Jay.
No, do it on your own. You better do what Jay did. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't have nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
She I can't. I'm gonna ask Jay. But I don't like asking you, because you just be like, well, just don't be like, okay, but you're not explaining it.
I tried to explain it in a different way for you. That's why it's good to always reach out to other people. We got people in the group and stuff you can ask too. For me, that's the whole point of having a family that all does the same thing. So whatever you don't know, they're a little bit more advanced than you. Walter, Xavier, they've been trading this stuff already, so they know what they're doing before they got an IML. So it's different. But don't be making that face though. You feel me? You just gotta learn.
I know everything.
You know everything?
Yes.
All right. I don't want to hear